You are looking at Alexi Nachaev from Kiev. Alexi has a chore tonight. He's got to take on probably the most famous name in U.S. kickboxing today, and that is Troy Dorsey out of Dallas, Texas. Nachaev, a pretty famous young man in his own right in Kiev. He has several accomplishments, but tonight's his toughest test, and here is the ring announcer.
He fights out of Mansfield, Texas. He weighs in at 128 pounds. His record consists of 29 wins, 1 defeat with 16 KOs. He is the ISKA World Featherweight Champion and former IBF Featherweight Champion of the World. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes Troy Dorsey. The officials assigned by the governing body for the main event of the evening. The judges are Dick Houck, Oleg Zibarov, Corey Schaefer, and Dalby Shirley as the alternate judge. Your referee is Jay Will.
Kick your opponent after I say break. There's no big count. Hit or kick your opponent. He's on the floor. There's no holding, no clinching. Shake hands. Shake hands.
No question that here in Las Vegas, Troy Dorsey will be the one that everyone would like to see win. Dorsey, a real star, a real athlete, Mike. He's the only one that I know that has fought both in boxing and kickboxing at the kind of level that he's fought. He's a champion worldwide in kickboxing, and he's been rated by the governing bodies in boxing.
Yeah, Dave, in fact, Troy Dorsey is the only man to ever hold an ISKA World Kickboxing title and a boxing title from a major organization at the same time. He won the IBF World Featherweight title a year ago, and the ISKA World Featherweight Kickboxing title he's had since 1987.
Got a beautiful young little girl, and maybe that's why he fights so much. He wants to stay active to ensure her future.
Troy Dorsey runs a very successful training gym in Dallas. His fighting career is his main occupation, of course, but his gym has become quite renowned there in the Texas area. He and his wife, Leslie, and his young daughter live in Mansfield, just a little ways away from Dallas.
Good left hand and a good right hand.
Oh, Nachaev showing he's not intimidated by Dorsey at all.
That certainly rocked Troy Dorsey. Nachaev with the quick hands, and there was power behind that one. Good form.
Nachaev has been described as the only man in the world in this weight class that has a chance of beating Troy Dorsey. He's the #1 contender. He's the Intercontinental Champion at this weight class, 128 pounds. He seems very confident coming into this fight. He's never lost. He believes that he can win.
Bit of a bruise under the right eye of Troy Dorsey already. He's known to cut, too, above his eyes.
And he just took another right hand on that same place. Alexi Nachaev has landed. Now there's a third and a right uppercut.
He did land one back, but he took 4 punches to get that one in. That right hand partially got through, but partially it was blocked by Nachaev. That spin went nowhere, and that's the end of a first round. And I think you got to give a slight edge to the Russian on that one. There's that big right hand that staggered Troy Dorsey.
Yeah, that's the one that did the damage under Troy Dorsey's left eye. Now you see Dorsey with an answering right hand of his own, trying to keep the pressure on Nachaev, but Nachaev answers back, slipping in good right hands over the left hand of Troy Dorsey.
What has Dorsey been told by his handlers there? The puff and the slight cut under the right eye already.
Dorsey's being told in between rounds that he's got to keep his hands up, cannot lead with his face, more side-to-side movement. Good left by Dorsey there, back Nachaev up.
Sure did. Nachaev answers with a couple of kicks.
Oh, right hand by Nachaev puts Dorsey on the canvas, and that's something we very seldom see, is Troy Dorsey on the canvas from anything. Knocked down very few times in his career.
Jay Will quickly gave him the standing 80 Hansen when Dorsey's going to come up firing. But look at Nachaev come back.
4-punch combination by Nachaev, all landed. Credit to Troy Dorsey's stamina, to his conditioning, that he got up at all from that knockdown. It was a very hard right hand by Nachaev.
Some puffiness now under the left eye of Troy Dorsey to match the one on the right. Tomorrow he's going to know he was in a fight no matter what the outcome of this is.
Lands a good right hand there, but he doesn't have enough on his punches. Right now Nachaev is hitting much harder than Dorsey.
The left hand can't get in, but didn't back up Nachaev at all. He kept firing. And there's another right hand, a monster.
Nachaev is getting good hip rotation into those punches. They're landing very hard.
Kick to the face, didn't have much though, that front kick did.
Fell a little short. His knee was completely extended, a little bit out of range.
Big right hand by Dorsey.
Dorsey coming back with right hands of his own. That was a right hand that could have put Nachaev down had it been followed up with a left. Tremendous pace here in this fight so far.
Delightful fight for sure. Both fighters delivering rockets. And that's the end of round 2. How have you got this one scored, Mike?
On my scorecard, which is unofficial, I have Dorsey behind by 2 points at this stage of the fight. The first round I'd give to Nachaev by a half a point. The second round, of course, with the knockdown. Generally a 2-point margin for the fighter that scores the knockdown. Now, Dorsey came back strong in the latter half of the round, so rather than 10-8 for Nachaev, I'd score it 10 to 8.5.
That short right hand. Dorsey was just out of position there, and that was very poor defense. Down he went. You saw the cut. They worked on that a little bit between rounds. And Nachaev smells victory here.
The one criticism leveled at Troy Dorsey regularly regarding his fighting style has been taking too much punishment. His kickboxing trainers, his boxing trainers, all of them have told him to keep his hands up, keep his head moving.
He got hit again with the right hand. The way he keeps coming in, just wanting to give that one telling shot, reminds you of Boom Boom Mancini a little bit in boxing.
It does.
Well, that back fist came close to being a destructive blow. There's the right hand by Dorsey, but Nachaev backed away. Showed good balance there.
Dorsey has been known to start slow in his fights and take some punishment early on, but seldom have we seen him take this much punishment this early. He's already 2 points behind, and we're only in the third round. This is not like Troy Dorsey. Of course, he has not been in the ring with Alexi Nachaev before.
Nachaev really showing everybody here how good he is.
He is a man with a mission, and he's on that mission right now. Punch after punch, unanswered by Dorsey.
Now there, finally, he does answer back, but 1 for 5 doesn't win you a fight. Good right hand, though.
Oh, 3-punch combination hurt Nachaev. He's hanging on now.
Nachaev is holding on a bit. Suddenly, this thing has changed. There was a left hand that got to the chin of Nachaev.
Nachaev is hurt, and he's a little bit arm-weary from those flurries.
Dorsey, with 20 seconds left in the round, trying to give a knockout blow.
Dorsey has the killer instinct of all great fighters. Not much time left in this round, but he would love to put Nachaev away right here.
That right hand met the mark, but wasn't able to knock him away. After the bell, they continue to go after one another. Nachaev said, hey, wait, didn't I hear something? And finally, Dorsey held up. With a minute left to go in the third round, Alexi Nachaev appeared to have Troy Dorsey down and out. I was waiting for him to slide down to the canvas. And then the most incredible turnaround, Mike Sawyer.
Troy Dorsey, amazing the way he came back at the end of that round. His conditioning is tremendous. Dorsey turned it right back on Nachaev at the end, landed the harder blows, won himself that round. Here we see the replay. Late in the round, Dorsey with the right hand comes up underneath, through the cover with the uppercut, raises the head up over the gloves, three-punch combination up top. Here at the very end of the round, we see two punches right at the bell. Both of them hurt Nachaev. He'll take this whole rest period to recover from those.
Round 4.
Both fighters at the bell, throwing everything they've got.
They come out winging, that's for sure, and the crowd at the Thomas and Mack Center loving this.
What a pace.
Mike, this is one of the most entertaining kickboxing fights we've seen in a long time.
Well, these lighter weight classes like this many times, it is non-stop from bell to bell. Particularly with Troy Dorsey and Alexi Nachaev in there.
Big right hand.
That one hurt Nachaev. He's back. He's going to be covering up here.
Another right hand.
Spinning back fist too low. Nachaev off target with his techniques now. He's not quite sure where he's at, I think.
This is a complete reversal from round 3 when Nachaev was beating up on Dorsey, and now it's Dorsey again.
Nachaev nearly out on his feet. Trying to stay away from Dorsey.
Dorsey trying to measure the Russian.
Another left hand by Dorsey. And a right.
Oh my, another combination.
Nachaev is hurt, trying to cover, trying to keep Dorsey back, but he can't do it.
Oh, 2 more punches, and Jay Will wise to step in and give the Russian the standing 8 count. Alexi Nachaev taking some tremendous punishment.
Dorsey comes right back on him. Right hand misses, but he comes with the following combination, the front kick underneath that scored.
So that'll last 25 more seconds.
Oh!
A big right hand. Another standing 8 for Nachaev.
Left hand took the mouthpiece out. Right hand flush on the nose by Dorsey hurt Nachaev. The second standing 8 count of this round. See him blinking his eyes there, trying to get his wits back about him. Mouthpiece is washed off. That gives him a little
extra time, and now he seems to have gathered his wits about him. Dorsey, though, is coming in for the kill.
That spinning hook kick, had that landed on the jaw, that would have taken Nachaev down for sure.
Nachaev made it through, and I don't know how. I don't know how Dorsey weathered it in the 3rd. I'm amazed that Nachaev could do the same here in the 4th.
Tremendous turnaround by Troy Dorsey, and you saw him right there at the bell say something to Nachaev, something like, how about that? I can come back and do it as well.
Non-stop action since the opening bell.
And here we see the replay. That left hand, you see the mouthpiece drop out of Nachaev's mouth, flush on the nose by Dorsey. Snaps the head back, he takes the standing 8. That right hand on the jaw and then coming back with the left, that back and forth rocking motion from side to side is what takes many fighters down and out of a fight.
That last right hand on the nose, I do not know how Nachaev could stay up on his feet.
Amazing that Nachaev made it through that round.
Round number 5. Will they both last this one?
Again, Dorsey stalking right away. No feeling out by these fighters at all. They're here to throw everything they can. Neither one intends this fight to go the distance.
A little better defense by Nachaev, at least in this round, as he tries to stay away. There's a good right hand from the Russian.
Nachaev trying now to keep moving. 2 and 3 punch combinations in close to stop Dorsey, and then he tries to get back out. He's thinking mostly defense now. Oh, Dorsey
hit, and now I can't tell if Nachaev really got hurt by that or not. I don't think Dorsey got all of it.
It's a cumulative effect on Nachaev, though. Neither one of those was going to put him down, but it's as this fight goes on, as he continues to take those blows, he just won't be able to answer them.
Well, the one thing is he's not able to give the kind of blows that he did the first 3 rounds. There's no fear at all in Dorsey. Of course, there wasn't any fear when he was getting tagged either.
Nachaev completely on the defense now. Even his punches are intended as counters to keep Dorsey away and then to move out.
Spinning back hand, good idea, didn't land though.
Too high on the head.
There's not anything to those punches from Nachaev anymore.
Oh, Nachaev again, almost out on his feet. Oh, took 4 punches in a row from Dorsey.
And Dorsey now again seems to be in position to put him away. There comes the Russian one more time. Go figure this one out.
Nachaev.
Oh, there's the right hand. He's not going to come back from that one.
Tremendous rotation velocity in that right hand by Dorsey. I don't see how Nachaev can come back from this one.
He can't. There's just no way. You see him struggling to get up. Oh, he wants to fight so badly, but there's no way. The heart and the will stronger than the body there, but Dorsey was the winner, and my goodness, a classic fight. One to remember, Mike Sawyer.
Tremendous heart by Nachaev. Dorsey, you see there at the end of this fight, the right hand, the left, 4 punches in a row. 5 punches in a row on Nachaev unanswered. Now here we see the knockout. Flush on the chin, textbook straight right hand.
The time, 2 minutes, 7 seconds of the 5th round. Referee Jay Will stops the bout. The winner by a TKO and still the ISKA World Featherweight Kickboxing Champion, Troy Dorsey.
Troy Dorsey told us he didn't think he had any challenges left in the 128-pound division. He'd fought there for so long. But Alexi Nachaev, here you see him taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 punches from Troy Dorsey, still on his feet. Amazing. Nachaev showed he is a suitable opponent at 128. Now you see him trying to come back here. Troy Dorsey setting him up, taking his time, planning himself. Overhand right, down he goes. Only Troy Dorsey can do it that way.
With this victory, there are no challenges in the weight class anymore, so Troy Dorsey will move up to the 137-pound level. In fact, he'll go for Michelle Rochette's title. That'll be April the 15th in San Jose, California. We look forward to that one. That was